staff here at Lion Country Safari. I'm also with Anna, Tracy, and Kid, who are all backstage. Now before we start our show, I do have to cover some very important rules with you guys. Now if you guys look down right here, you're going to see there's that yellow line right there on the floor. Now make sure you guys stay behind that line for our entire show. Now that includes your bags, purses, things like that as well. Alright, security, if you wouldn't mind coming on out here doing a quick sweep of the perimeter here for all of us. Now as our little security guards here make their way around the snake, I would like to ask you guys not to try to reach out and touch any of the animals coming on out here. Now that's for your safety as well as theirs. And we'd also like to ask you guys not to eat or smoke in here. We don't want anyone getting distracted while they're out here working on their routine. Now before our first animal comes on out here, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about our show. Now this is our sneak a peek show, so this is our very informal training show. All the animals coming on out here are working on newer things, maybe working with different trainers, things like that. So you guys are going to get to learn a lot of cool stuff. Now our first animal coming out here is Arnold, and he's our Scarlet Macaw. Alright Arnold, wave hi everybody. Wave hi. Do you want to show everybody your pretty wings? Now that we show the back, we've got to show the front. Now Arnold, I heard some people talking the other day. They said flamingos are the prettiest birds. What do you think about that? That is pretty funny. Let's come over here. Let's show everybody just how cute you really are. Kitty? Kitty? What about little horse walking on the road? What does he sound like? And what about a mad dog? A really mad dog. Pretty ferocious, huh? Alright, Arnold, let's show everybody your other talents. Let's sing! Now meeting Arnold hands up here on stage, and that's his favorite thing to eat. But what's the worst thing to eat? Right, pickle. Now Arnold, everybody wants about the lions. They want to know what we feed them, how we feed them. Let's tell everyone how we call for dinner time. Here! Alright, let's come over here. Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye. Bye.
So that was Arnold.
What you watching? What you watching? Animal show. You see it, Hello.
Now Arnold in the microphone and on cue. So you guys can see his trainer doing little hand signals and stuff like that. Those are the cues for when he's supposed to say his sound. So he's out here in our training show just making sure he knows exactly which sounds to make on which cue. Now our next animal coming on out here is Climber. And Climber is a Solomon Island prehensile tailed skink. Now that's a very long name, so these guys are nicknamed monkey-tailed skinks as well. Now monkey-tailed skinks are a type of lizard. Now there are over 800 species of skinks in the world, and she's actually the largest of all of those species. Now she averages at about 3 feet long, and you measure her all the way from her head to all the way to her scales. Now you guys can see that we have that glove out here with her. Now that is why she's in our training show. We're just trying to make sure that she can sit nice and comfortably right there on that glove. Now we're wearing that glove just for her comfort as well as ours. Now this species of skink is what's known as abboral, which means she can climb. So she has some very sharp nails for climbing. Now she can actually use that tail to support her whole body weight. So she can actually hang from branches on that tail alone, just like many monkeys can. So it is how she got her nickname. Now like I said, that glove is just for her comfort. Very smart. Her name is Princess Leia. And Princess here is our domestic chicken. Now she's actually very, very smart. You guys can see her working on her dance right here. We're trying to get her to twirl around in a nice circle so you guys can get a very, very good look at her out here. Now when she does a correct behavior, you are going to hear that clicker sound. Now that sound is what's known as the bridge, and this lets the animal know that that's the absolute correct behavior. So they know what behavior they need to repeat again and again.
No, I don't recall.
Oh, there we go, Ripley. Now, unfortunately, many people do get injured at the gym because of incorrect form, so Ripley's actually going to do that again perfectly straight, though. We want to make sure we have our form down pat. Alright, now since he's a bird, he has some very important muscles he needs to stretch out. And we want to make sure he can get up nice and high in that sky. You never know where you're going to have to fly to out there. So we're just going to make sure they're really, really loosened up and ready for the day. And you guys can see that Ripley here is making a little bit of a mistake, but that's okay. That is why he's out here in our training show. So we're simply going to ask him to do that again. And if he still chooses not to offer it, that's okay. We might ask him for a different behavior, or we might just move on and try him in a private session without the audience here instead. I am going to need him behind that yellow line, guys, if you don't going to see in just a second. Now you guys can see his trainer cueing him, showing him that that up and down motion is what he's looking for. There we go. You guys can check out his muscles. He's getting very, very strong out here. Alright, Ripley, that was a really good workout. Would you like to wave goodbye to everyone? Bye, Ripley. Now, Ripley here had a very great workout, so now he's simply just going to head off and hit the showers right here. Now, Ripley's actually going to be making his very own exit out this door. Now, this is the newest thing that we added into Ripley's routine. Now, we like to add that newer stuff in there right there at the end. That way, when they first come out, they're very, very confident. They know exactly what it is we need them to do. And then we work that newer stuff in there right towards the end. Now, many people see macaws and they think that they're very, very beautiful and they want to take one home as pets. Now, there are a couple things that you guys do want to know. And the first is that they do require a lot of attention. Now, they're actually just as smart center stage. Now, her name is Callie. And Callie here is our red-footed tortoise. Now, we're bringing Callie out here to demonstrate something known as target training. So she's supposed to come right on over to that hot pink target there. Gently mouth the edge of it, and then her reinforcement is dropped down right there in front of her. Now we can use this to move Callie all the way around the stage out here. Now since she's a red-footed tortoise, she isn't going to get too much bigger. Even at a maximum weight, these guys only weigh around 25 pounds. So we can always just pick her up, move her, not too big of a deal. But we actually use this throughout our entire park, especially for our larger animals like our rhinos, our giraffe. Even when those guys are born, they weigh about 200 pounds. So we can't really just pick them up and move them, get them where we need them to go. So we actually train them with this targeting system as well. Now we can train a rhino to touch her nose up to a target, and then with Philippines. Now this little guy is still growing. Now even when he is full grown though, he's going to be about 1 foot long, and he's going to be just as big around as the size of your thumb. So this little guy is going to get a lot bigger, so what you guys see right there. Now let's do a little bit strange, so we're bringing a bug. Now she's out here working on something known as desensitization. Now that simply means that we're desensitizing her to the sight, sounds, and smells of the stage along with all of you guys. Now no two audiences are ever going to look the same, sound the same, smell the same. You guys are always going to be different. So she does have to get used to a variety of changing factors. So we're simply having her come on out here and just get used to this ever-changing environment. Now, eventually, our goal is going to be to train her on more of a routine, but right now we're just trying to get her used to that very first step, which is just getting her used to all of you guys. Now, you guys can see her munching on some of her favorite snacks right here. Now, as she's munching, you guys might be able to get a good look at her quills. Now, she does have quills, those aren't just hair. She actually has about 30,000 quills going all the way along her body, except on her stomach and on her nose. Now her little quills are actually modified hairs, so they're made of keratin, which
Wash your hands, buddy. I'll go put it.
Please subscribe and thank you for watching.